In the last episode. Stay on target. Stay on target. Oh, geez Louise. Oh, look at that, geez. Hello guys, my name is Eric Van, sometimes I'm a dumbass, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book Shadows, Shangri-La. So in the last episode, a bunch of stuff happened. I got a lot of the wrong endings, actually. And at the beginning, we saw Morishige, and he was over a corpse, and I don't know why it didn't click in my head. I've been really tired and sick this week, that could have been it, but that was definitely Mayu's corpse that he's fiddling around with. So obviously, that when I was editing the videos looking, I was like, oh my god, it's Mayu. Obviously, it's Mayu, so I'm really sorry I missed that. Some people didn't like that very much, and yeah, that was very stupid. But anyways, so we just looked at his people, we put the wind-up key in, and an earthquake happened. So let's go see, oh geez, stop it. Let's go see any changes that have happened outside. Let's just go outside. Something's bound to have happened. Something. Anything. Yeah. Oh! Hey! There was a gap in the floor, but it's gone now. What's happening to Kurosaki? We haven't even seen him yet. It seemed like we were in a closed space. Fukuroi, always thinking with your head. You're a smart one. But with Mitsuki around, you might start thinking with your dick. Mitsuki. That's so great. They've seen ghosts and all this kinds of crazy shit. She's like, you know what? I think there's something wrong with her. Yeah, you know, there was just like this eye looking back at me in the bathroom. Something wrong. Something wrong. Blood poured out of the stall when I put the wind-up key there. But yeah, definitely something wrong here. Let's go to the reference room. Okay, I haven't found anything. Let's try the exit. The exit door is rattling with the rain and wind and seems like a perfectly normal, perfectly openable door now. That's cool. Maybe we can go to the other wing then. Let's go to the other wing. Yeah. Mayu, are we gonna play as Morishige now? I really want to hear his inner monologue. I really want to play as Morishige. Come on, Shig. Mayu, where could you be? You saw her corpse, but it was a little bit unrecognizable. Oh, Shig seems normal now. He has like flashes of insanity when he's like, oh, it's beautiful. But then he caught himself, which was so cool because I just thought he was going nuts and he was kind of just nuts, you know? But he isn't completely nuts. Oh, this is good. We're seeing a Morishige we've never seen before. A very determined Morishige to meet with Mayu. This is great. Okay, we went to the hallway. Dun-dun. Oh, that's a weird looking corpse. It's like a half a corpse. Oh my god, that's a torso. It's a corpse that only just started to decay. Seems to be a junior high school girl. And from the looks of it, she was cut completely in half using some sort of edged instrument. Well, Morishige still does think kind of creepy thoughts. He's like, could have taken the finest katana of all the land. You need the Masamune! What is this indeed? Is it a key? I noticed a notebook partially jutting out from her pocket. Let's read it. It was one of those cat-themed spiral notebooks that's all the rage with teenagers these days. Hello, Kitty! Wow, Morishige, you're so normal. Why are you seeming so normal to me? It's because you are normal. And I've just seen the bad sides of you, and I automatically thought, well, he's just stupid. But he's normal. He's good. Okay. I have no idea why we've been trapped here. But at least we're all here together. Mr. Goto's presence makes us all feel a little more at ease. But Mr. Goto went crazy, didn't he? Without an adult around, I don't think we could handle any of this. Mr. Goto seems even more anxious than we are. He says he'll make sure we all get home safely. But his temperament just keeps getting worse. Oh, he's darkening quicker than everyone else. He's usually so cool. But lately he's just gotten kind of scary. He's usually so cool, kind of like me. Right, guys? Right? Yeah, yes. Yeah, no. No. No! Oh. Hiroko, Arisa, and the others are getting really fed up with him. Mr. Goto is so unfair. He made me sit in the back. He keeps playing favorites with Hiroko. That was the last of our food, too. And I'm the one who stopped Hiroko and Norika from fighting. Oh, she's getting pissed. Mr. Goto is dead? What did you kill him? Doesn't look like there's any useful info. Okay, well, he still is a little creepy. Yeah, he is pretty ballsy. The other people, I mean, seems like normal-ish now, but... I mean, he got desensitized really quickly. Foul-smelling pile of meat. Now I'm hungry. It might still be delicious. Why would you even say that about someone? What? That's weird. You think they'd be a little more surprised, like, hey, who are you? But it's like, oh, I'm just minding my own business. Just chill out there. Okay, don't worry. Oh, hey. Yeah, about what? And he's addicted to porno. Apparently he's a little pervert, so I've heard. Yeah, you got separated from your boss and your boss is gonna die. And you're gonna die. Oh, just for a friend? Why don't you say, my lover? Taguchi, what a thing to say, huh? But you have met your friend, Morishige. She's dead.
Morishige Sakutaro です。探してるのは女の子で、鈴本真由。小柄でよく笑う明るい子なんですか?
She is a pretty awesome person. I agree with you, Morishige. She's lovely.
鈴本
The cameraman named Taguchi suddenly flipped out the LCD screen on his camcorder and began rewinding through footage. He's taken some good footage. He's pretty good at his job if he's taking all this footage.
僕がここに来てから撮った映像に映り込んでないかと思って、後々警察に提出することを考えて、被害者の遺体と身元が分かりそうな、例えば名札なんかを撮って。
Taguchi, that's really smart. You're like filming it all, so when you get out of here, you can show That's the smartest thing I've heard from you. All of the games combined. Although we haven't seen you that much.
バカなこと言わないでください。マユは。
Morishige, she's not alright. You know what? This chapter is going to end with everyone dying, isn't it? Oops, spoilers.
安心してくれ。鈴本さんらしい遺体は映像にはなかったよ。しかし君は勇気があるね。
Yeah, we should work together.
だっていくら友達を探すためとはいえ、さっきそこの遺体を念入りに調べてたじゃないか。
What? I just read that. I was like, I thought he was going to say you're going to put your all into searching for her, but it's like, you put your all into searching that body. You were touching her, feeling her up, looking in her pockets and shit, and it was crazy. Holy Jesus. Like, whoa. There you go. He's taking videos, you're taking pictures, Morishige. Who's the creepier one?
それがね、カメラマンってのは奇妙なもんで、ファインダー越しなら客観的な立場に徹していられるんだけど。
That's kind of sick.
生で見ちゃうと腰が引けちゃうもんなのさ。
That's kind of sick. It's like, it doesn't matter as long as I just look through the camera. There could be something bad, like a criminal act going on in front of me. He's like, as long as I'm just filming it on camera, it doesn't matter to me. Taguchi.
死体や銃撃に慣れた戦場カメラマンが 愛用のカメラが壊れた途端恐怖で泣き叫び出したなんて話は僕らの間では有名でね。
Oh, that is an interesting story.
なるほど。そういうものですか。
興味がない話だったかな。僕はどうも口数が多くて、ナホちゃんに。
I wonder if he likes Naho a little bit, Taguchi.
それはそうと。どうだい？
It's a good idea.
いえ、せっかくですが、僕はもうしばらく一人で探してみます。
I hate to get in your way of filming corpses. I mean, there are creepy ghosts and we could probably die here and working together makes sense, but don't know. No way.
こんなやかましい人と同行するのはごめん
A
だ。
motor mouth. Come on,
目上
Morishige.
の人間と接するのも疲れるし。
You have to mind your manners. Yeah, because you have to change your language, the way you talk to people that are older than you and stuff. And that's the hard part with Korean too, and I'm learning it. No, God.
じゃあ後でまた合流するのはどう？
Because Banmal is... Well,
ここは磁場か何かの
I'll tell you in a sec.
狂ってしまうけど、大体の目安で1時間後にそこの玄関で待ち合わせよう。
that's a good idea. That's
こ
smart.
んな場所で生きてる人間に会えたんだ。君だって情報交換くらいしたいだろ？
そういうことならわかりました。
Come on, don't sound too apprehensive. That's a good idea. If you're gonna split up, may as well just meet together an hour and exchange info.
オッケー、決まりだ。じゃあ。
And that's how you're gonna solve the riddle of this place. 4 eyes are better than 2. Or is it like 2 heads are better than 1? Okay, whatever. Anyways, like learning Japanese and Korean. There's Banmal, which is speaking that you say to people that are lower than you, like less of an age, or people you're comfortable with. Okay, so I need to get a rope so I can climb down there. That's cool. Note taken. And then there's Jondetmal, which is just normal polite language. And then there's Nopimal, which is like very polite to like your boss and people that are much higher in society than you are. And you gotta learn like all these different conjugations for them, and there's conjugations for different verbs depending on which one you're doing. And oh god, it's just crazy. Let's go to the exit. Oops, I just skipped that. Okay, see? Exit. These corpses are getting more and more vivid. Like, you can see more to them. When I first saw them, they were just, like, scrumpled up in the background. But now, like, you can really see a lot. It's crazy. Mr. Goto. Ooh, another of the students. Mr. Goto changed when he came here. Not just his attitude and the way he speaks, but his looks, too. It's like he thinks he's the king of the castle, being the only adult and the only man. And he used to be so nice. I don't want him to beat me. Really? Is he beating people? So I keep patting him on the head and hugging him, and then he thanks me. That's creepy. I bet he did some really terrible things to these girls, because, I mean, obviously that's what it's leading up to. Looks to be a junior high school girl. Her eyeball seems to have been slashed horizontally with a thin razor-like blade. And as if to complement this, the arteries in her wrist seem to have been slashed vertically with the same blade. That was most likely the cause of death. The name tag on her chest is bloody but legible. Seisho Junior High School, Arisa Kaida. That sucks. Sucks to be you girls that were there with Mr. Goto. And you know what? If you said it in English, it'd be like, not Goto, it'd be like Mr. Go-To, because he's like the go-to guy. Do you get it? Because Goto. Hey, whatever. I have no idea where in the fudge I'm supposed to go. Okay, can I go to 5A? Let's go into 5A. 5A. Give me a rope so I can climb down the hole. I want a freaking rope. So, is there a rope in here? There are lots of old stationery goods inside, like rusted paper clips and beat-up staplers. Not one of them seems to be usable or functional, except perhaps this spool of kite string mixed in with them. Let's use the kite string to go down, but the kite string is, like, you can't really grip onto it really well. Open the cabinet door and retrieve the kite string. Could you... Seems good as new, and it might just come in handy. Could I really use that as a rope? Kite string doesn't seem that strong. Aren't you forgetting something? Be careful on your way home. Thanks, tips. I will be careful. Now look both ways before crossing the road. Let's go back to where that hole was. Okay, come on, let's use the kite string. I do have a rope. I have a kite string, but obviously it can't support my weight, so. Anything in the locker room? Well, there's a body here. Let's check the body first. It's a more recently deceased corpse. The clothing and general body mass suggests she was a junior high school student in life. Based on the name of the shower head and the positioning of the body, this appears to have been suicide. Name is Zilduri Station Junior High School. Honoka. Okay, Honoka, we saw her in the notes we've been reading. So let's read another note and see what happens.
There's a note near the body nearly folded 3 times. The 4 of us killed Mr. Goto. Good! He wasn't a very go-to guy. I talked it over with Hiroko, Arisa, and Norika, and we decided there was no other choice. He may be a nice man, but it was only a matter of time before that changed in here. It's hard to trust anyone in a place like this. And now that the deed is done, Hiroko and the others have started second-guessing themselves. Yeah, everyone started second-guessing everyone, and then it fell apart. Society fell apart, and they all killed themselves. Now they're dead, too, and I'm all alone. Because she had, like, cuts on her wrists, and they're dead. I don't know how they died. There's nothing to eat, and I'm starving, so I tried eating rats and cockroaches, but that just gave me severe diarrhea. My lips have dried out, and I've lost a lot of weight. So I've decided to kill myself before the ghost kids or that hammer-wielding man get me. After all this, I finally realized the time I spent with Mr. Go-To, Hiroko, and the others was the best of my life. Goodbye, Dad, Mom, and all my friends from class. Please don't ever forget me. That's touching. That's sad. Maybe I should give you a hand, or perhaps a foot? What? No, it's Mayu's spirit. She doesn't want you to look at her because you got a picture of her. That's creepy. Because this... Oh, yeah, she's nearby here. That's why. Let's go to the lab. I want to take a look. Door Science Labs Science Lab 3A. What? There's a piece of paper hastily trapped inside the class door. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? I don't want to be killed. Don't scare me. There's some straw paper in the drawer. It's a photocopied handout. The class logbook is our memory. After you've all gone to the next grade, I'll make sure I take good care of it. Who was it that took my class logbook from the reference room? I won't get mad, so just give it back now. Who took it? Seems to be a school newsletter of some sort. Disaster training day. To prevent accidents, always be aware of your surroundings. Look before you act. Words of wisdom. Full line of milk bottles, and each one of them is filled with muddy, unidentifiable liquid. Gross! A request from Nurse Shinozaki. We've received many new furnishings. Please try to keep them clean. Let's take good care of our school environment. Yes, the environment is important. Hooray. 1C. So much nothing. There's an inordinate number of dead bugs inside. Congratulations. Message is written here in chalk. He's right here. Right behind you. Don't turn around, because if you do... You're being watched. I want to turn around. I really want to turn around. Can I turn around? Can I please? I want to turn around. Let me turn around. I want to turn. Damn it. What's in here? My reflection in the filthy window, barely visible in the faint light of the school building, looks almost ethereal, as if I'm just a ghost myself. I want to see what's behind me. Fine. Let's go to 1B. Oh, there's a message in blood. Please tell me what to do next, if I can't find a decent working rope around here. There's a message permanently carved into the blackboard here as if with a nail. Why? What did I do to deserve this? God damn it, it's all his fault. He's the one who made us do that ritual. Friends forever. Look where that got us. He's in here somewhere, and if I see him, I'm gonna kill him. I swear I'll do it. I'll make as if I'm hugging him like I'm oh so happy to see him again, and then I'll wring his filthy neck until I break his trachea, and then I'll curse him forever. Hey, don't darken so quickly there, whoever you are. 1A. Well, this looks promising. A candle. Yep, class rep did that. You're right. There's a twisted length of wire inside. The door seems to be busted, so it should be easy enough to pull out. You're right. Let's take the... Of course, take the wire. Good. There's a half-rotted corpse sprawled out on the ground here. Seems to be a junior high school boy based on size and uniform. His student ID is Shobo University Osamu Murata. A sudden feeling of dread overcame me. I stopped in my tracks and began to survey my surroundings. So this is near the entrance to the second wing. But it is here, and I want to go over there. Get out of my way. If you're not going to help me, then get out of my way.
これは人間の魂なのか。
Morishige, what do you
幻覚
think?
じゃないだろうな。
Look deep down into yourself, and in this situation, think to yourself, could this be real or could it not be? Probably is. Upon that musing, the spirit vanished from sight, but the sense that I was being watched remained. There was a covered walkway beyond this heavy iron door, a covered walkway that wasn't supposed to be here, evidently. Did I dare challenge it? Yeah! After we save my game, because I'm not scared. Let's do it! Yeah, I challenge you. What am I doing? Open the door and proceed into the walkway. Yeah! Just as my hand touched the knob. I was then flying backwards by some tremendous force. For a split second, I swore I saw a figure, but that could have just been my imagination. The pain for my impact, however, was very real.
幻覚じゃないみたい
It's
だ。
all good. We got this. And ultimately, I was unable to open the door. Oh, that's it. Okay. Not a bad ending. Thank goodness. It will take a bit of ingenuity, yes.
針金とタコ糸で。
Oh, there we go. I got the wire and the kite string. So I see, we're not going to climb down. We're going to tie the wire to it, and then we're going to pull it up. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it. Of course, we're going to try fishing it out. If I were to bend this wire into the shape of a fishing hook and attach it to the kite string, I thought, then maybe I'd be able to bring up whatever was down there, provided it wasn't too heavy.
太工房って柄じゃないが、うまくいってくれよ。
Whatever, it's going to work.
よし、
Yes.
引っかかった。手応えからすると、そう重いものじゃなさそうだ。
Good. I quickly but carefully pulled in the line. Damn, what? Whatever it was, it fell off the hook before I could bring it back up.
針金の角度が浅かったか。
Well, shit, Morishige, you had one job. You just had one job.
いっそ思い切って下に降りた方が早いかもしれないな。だが危険かもしれないし。
Yeah.
どっちの方法を選ぶべきか。
Well, that doesn't help anything. I rigged up this thing. It's like, yeah, usually you use the item, you get another item, and you go and do whatever. But here it's just like, you use the item and you fail, and it's like, oh, oops. Try fishing it out again, try going into the... Fishing it out again, of
多
course.
少手間取っても
Yeah,
安全な方法がいいだろ
of course. If you climb down there, it's gonna
う。
be
よし、
crazy.
引っかかった。今度は慎重に
Oh, I don't like that ... at the end of there. I began pulling on the line slowly and steadily, trying my hardest not to shake it any more than I had to. I got it! There we go! Yeah, why would I climb the... Oh no! Oh yeah, I forgot! Mayu dropped her student ID down there. Finally, I pulled the item up from below. It was a small notepad. I flipped it over and...
学生証。木更木学園のだ。
Uh-oh!
眉のだ。まさか下に。眉
Uh-oh!
眉いるのか。眉
Morishige, she just dropped it down there. She's okay. There was no response, and not a single sound or indication of movement. Maybe she wasn't down there after all.
見える範囲に人影はないな。学生証を落としただけなのか。
Well, at the time she did. So it's true. Without even realizing, I found myself gripping Mayu's student ID tightly, squeezing it in my hands repeatedly as if to verify its existence. And then he started touching... Oh, no, okay, no. That's a foul joke. It felt like her ID had been entrusted to me, and I absolutely had to get it back to her. It was now my mission.
心配だ。眉。もしかしたら怪我でもして。いや、いけない。前向きに考えるんだ。
That is very cool of you, because you know what he's planning to do? He's gonna have her student ID, and then he's planning to walk up to her and puff out his chest and be like, ding, 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 ding. Hey, Mayu. Oh, Sheik! You dropped something. I got this just for you. Oh, Sheik, you're the best! That's what's playing in his head right now.
学生証があるってことは、眉は確実にこの学校のどこかにいるってことだ。地道に探せば、必ず会える。
I'm sure you guys will too. Actually, I'm sure you guys have already met. Good one? Is that a good one? Is that a good one? This is pretty good. I thought it was pretty good too. I thought it was pretty good, you know? It's pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna try to go to the second wing now, because I imagine that's all we gotta do in this wing. I mean, I went everywhere here. I went everywhere. Almost everywhere. Now that I got this ID, we can go through here. Can't we open the door and proceed to the walkway? Do it! Just as my hand... Oh, shit, not again. Okay, you know what? I heard there's I heard there's a bad ending we can get if we 100% darken, so I just want to see it. Okay, here we go. 100% darkened, here we go, I want to see it.
行かないと眉探しに
Yeah, let's look for Mayu. You're darkened, he can't go on, he's going nuts. What's gonna happen?
で起きて
眉
お兄ちゃん起きて
I know who that is.
ここ
You're
お
darkened.
はようお兄ちゃんここはね
The young girl thrust her face so close to mine that our noses practically touched. She was smiling from ear to ear. Yeah, she has an epic smile. She looked to be in about 1st or 2nd grade with long black hair and a clean, cute, almost dainty countenance. After my brief impression, however, I quickly turned my head away. She was uncomfortably close, literally breathing down my neck, and her breath. It smelled of blood, of death and decay, and fatty oils and smoke. It smelled of chemicals and antiseptic. It was a very, very unpleasant potpourri. Really? Do you gotta put it like that?
嬉しくなっちゃうなんだこれはって聞かないんだねここに来た人はみんなまず驚いて
That's right, we're Morishige. We're creepier than you are. We can be. We have the ability. The little girl began backing away from her shoulder still shaking in a soundless chuckle. I knew exactly what she meant. It would be entirely reasonable to ask what's going on here. Even at a glance, I could tell this room was not good. The floors and walls were caked in blood as thick as mud. Buckets of body parts were strewn all about and eviscerated corpses were stacked everywhere. We're in the basement. And that was just what I could see at a glance. As for me, I was bound to a chair against one of the walls, not with ropes, but with chains. Whips and chains excite me. I forget how the song goes.
俺をどうするつもりだ殺すのか
Well, Shig, what do you think?
どうしようかなこれから考える先に
You've
こ
got
れ
something
で
else to
遊ぶ
play
から
with. Who are you going to play with in front of us? Just as she said the word else, she brought her hand down onto the nearby table in a slapping motion and it made contact with someone. It was a girl bound by her hands and feet, and Sachiko's slap was aimed squarely at her thigh. Her uniform suggested that she was in high school and she was wearing glasses, giving her a rather stern, serious appearance. I could hear the sound of chattering teeth and see her chest rising and falling rapidly and erratically, suggesting she was paralyzed with
名前は
fear.
ね浦部恵美さん
At the sound of her own name being read aloud from her student ID name tag, the girl let out a single whimper. I wish we didn't see a black screen. I'd really like to see what's going on with these
ダ
endings.
メお姉ちゃんは今からとびきり痛いことをされます
For like a full game, that sounds a little bit cheap, you know. This was like a full PSP release.
惨めったらしい顔や命乞いをして見せてくださいねやだ冗談だよね
I'm sorry for your loss, Emmy. Because, you know, like, I've realized this with a lot of anime games lately. Like, I played this one game called Tears to TR2. It's a strategy RPG. It's really good. It's an awesome story. I always find with these anime games, the voice acting is superb. It is amazing. And then, like, the visuals is they cop out a lot of the times with the visuals, like reusing the same CG images and sometimes not even putting them in, like, here, black screen. Like, come on, guys. Reusing the same, like, avatars and stuff. Sachiko swung her hand downward into Emi's face. I realized only after impact that there was a scalpel in it. A sloppy, uncontrolled incision was made from the corner of her mouth all the way to her ear. I'm gonna put a smile on that face. Ew. Sachiko produced a pair of durable sewing scissors from a rollaway shelf nearby and began expertly cutting all the way up Emi's school uniform. Then she set down the scissors and produced a full-sized farming sickle in their place. It looked well worn with soil and rust sticking liberally to the blade. After brandishing it for a moment, Sachiko positioned it over Emi's abdomen. It's just a dream, but I wouldn't really call it a dream. Probably call it a nightmare to be a little bit more exact. All right, Emmy.
自分で確かめろ
Sachiko slowly shifted her focus from Emi's abdomen to the area just below her rib cage. Emi's body began spasming, her spinal muscles contracting in a decidedly unnatural manner, gasps and screams mixed with sounds of vomit and
いい
incontinence.
顔になってきたね。できるじゃないか。
That's good, Sachiko. You're cheering them on. That's fantastic. I agree with you. We should cheer them on. Yeah, you can do it. Squirm more. Oh, that's great. Without even wiping the drool from her mouth, Sachiko tossed the sickle aside and simply began digging into Emi's wounds with her bare hands. The sound of tiny hands manipulating internal organs was disgustingly similar to that of a sopping wet rag squelching spilled oatmeal off a hardwood floor. How could you even think that? Ew, those sounds make me want to take a poo, because my stomach has been upset all this week. It still is upset. I had a big dinner with people at my school today, and I seriously wanted to shit so bad during it. The noises escaping Emi's mouth didn't even sound like they were coming from a human being anymore. I could see her face in a profile now, and despite the gastric juices and vomit and blood and contortions of unbearable agony, it wasn't a disagreeable sight. This was a girl not far from death. She was trying her hardest to fight it, but the facts were the facts. She was going to die, and she knew it. So Shige's darkening, so he's like taking interest in it. Against this fate, she was completely and utterly helpless. She was doomed already in both body and soul. This hapless struggle had a certain sensual quality to it. No, it was even purer than that. This was a truly beautiful sight. Yep, you're darkened, all right.
はい。
Her mouth is probably... Sachiko, who had at this point buried her head in Emi's exposed organs, withdrew it and directed this question at me, her mouth still full of flesh. Everything from her nose down was dried red and dripping with blood. So,
本当にいい香り。
even though she's a ghost, she's corporeal. Guess a ghost gotta eat. Okay? She swallowed whatever she'd bitten out of Emi's insides, then turned to face me. Not just face me, actually, but stare at me. Stare into me with unwavering, unblinking eyes. I wonder if they're gonna become a team. She's like, this is awesome. Can I join you? I suddenly became aware of my own erratic breathing. It wasn't fear, though, but an almost animalistic reaction. It was coarse and primal, and I had unconsciously thrust my chest forward toward Emi. I think I may have been smiling.
どうだ。名前もやってみ。
They're gonna play with her together! Don't be ridiculous. It's like she's making fun of me. She shouldn't even have to ask. Wrong end! Perfect timing. Okay, so we're back, and I don't know where the heck I'm gonna go. I obviously can't go into there. It's gonna kill me. So maybe I should go back up to where Mayu's corpse was. I guess if we have her student ID, maybe she'll call out to us again. Okay, there we go. Wow. I was wondering where to go, just wandering around. In the entranceway, there's a big earthquake. It's so weird. I wish there was more direction. It's just like wander around until you go to the entrance and experience the earthquake, and then you can go do other
まだ1
shit.
時間経ってないのか。
Okay. So are we gonna go to the second wing now? Makes sense. I think we explored everywhere here.
さっきの地震。
Now we're Mitsuki again. Alright.
わからない。ただ床や壁の傷や穴の様子がさっきと違うってことは確かだ。
They certainly have.
黒い。私。
Oh, see, as soon as I get comfortable playing as someone, I'm like, oh, I want to see what happens next. Then we switch over to Mitsuki. I was comfortable with Mitsuki, now I got comfortable with Morishige. Now I gotta get comfortable with Mitsuki again.
気を強く持たないと。いつもの強気な美月はどうしたんだ？
No nonsense, Mitsuki. I guess we don't really hear Morishige screaming as we're wandering around, but I guess like the whole time we've been wandering around playing as him, he's like, Mayu!
いや、気づかなかったな。
行ってみよう、袋井。
Let's see who it is.
待てよ。せっかちなやつだな。
There you go. No nonsense Mitsuki has struck again. Yeah, no nonsense Mitsuki.
美月。
すまない。怪我はないか。
あ、うん、大丈夫だから。
Oh, there we go. We are seeing it through Shig's eyes. And that's what Mitsuki looks like. Yeah, Mitsuki, like, I haven't seen her avatar yet so far in this game, but she is the one, definitely now that I see her, that died in Corpse Party Chapter 3, the original.
いや、俺、僕の方こそよそ見してたから。
The girl I just run into was wearing a school uniform I hadn't encountered before. And standing next to her was a boy who had a halfway irritated look on his face but was offering the girl a hand anyway. He was wearing his school jacket and she was not, so I couldn't tell for certain, but they definitely came across as classmates, or at least schoolmates.
君は他校の生徒だな。一人なのか。
森重作太郎、如月学園の
2年なら俺たちと同じだな。俺は白檀高等学校の袋井正人。
山本美月、よろしくね。作太郎ってすごい名前だね。文豪っぽいっていうか。
That is a pretty cool name. Sakutaro! I don't know why I say it like a samurai.
昔からよく
ごめん。でも私は好きだけどな。
Yeah, I think it's cool too, Morishige. Morishige is a pretty cool name too.
初対面でぶしつけだろ。森重君
Oh,
が困ってる。
come on, Fukuroi. Seriously, you're gonna scold her for that? And you're scolding her in this weird friggin' place. What?
いや構わないよ。
If I was Mitsuki, I'd be like, Fukuroi, seriously? Shut the hell up.
え
You're not my boss.
なんか暗いから。ってこんな場所で明るかったら逆にキモいんだけど。
Well, he is bright and cheery when he sees a corpse.
いや別にそういうわけじゃ。
Oops.
森重君も私たちも友達とはぐれちゃったみたいで探してるんだ。
But you don't want to find your friends. Well, you want to find Kurosaki, but you don't want to find Kizami.
君は誰を探しているんだい。
クラスメイトの鈴本真由っていう女子を探している。小柄で
Her personality can light up a
明る
room.
い
Maybe her guts could light up a room
この子なん
too.
だけど
Suddenly remembering that I'd fished her student ID out of that pit, I withdrew it from my pocket and showed it to the two students.
ちょっと心当たりがないな。美月はどうだ。
私も会ってないかな。役に立てなくてごめんね。
Well, that's too bad.
いいんだ。この学生証を拾ったから校内のどこかにいると思う。
You already
自
have.
分
一人で危なくない？
よかったら森重君も俺たちと一緒に行動しないか。鈴本さんを探すのを俺たちも手伝うから。
No way, I don't want to be polite. I'm a lone wolf. Morishige.
参ったな。持田たちならともかくこんな知らない連中と。だがまあ悪い奴らじゃなさそうだ。こっちの袋井ってやつは頭も良さそうだから。ギャーギ
Oh,
ャー
I see.
騒ぐことない
Morishige, he judged Taguchi.
それに断るのも面倒だしな。わかった。よろしく頼む。
Oh, that's cool. So, like, we had two different parties, and now we're just gonna be working together.
それじゃあどうしようか。
So, where do we go from here? You leave it up to me to decide. I was gonna go to the second wing, but apparently you guys came from the second wing. So, what? So, where do we go? But there was just an earthquake right now. Okay, event. Yes.
妙に暗いな。
Sure is. It's dark. It's pretty much dark everywhere here, though.
なんだか寒いよ。水が体にまとわりつくような感じがして。
Yeah, the water from this other dimension is really cold.
このまま先に進むのは危険かもしれない。
I just saved my game, so let's go.
ねえ、なんか変じゃない？
確かにもう随分歩いた気がするが、この校舎に
Oh my god, it all of a sudden became like a never-ending hallway.
絶対変だよ。だってこんなに歩いたらもうとっくに建物の外に。
Uh-oh.
暗くて角を曲がったのに気づかなかったのかも。
そんなわけないじゃん。こんな狭い廊下だよ。
Oops.
引き返した方がいいんじゃないか。
That's a good idea, yes. I agree.
そうするか。
But maybe it's too late, we're stuck. And so we turned around and saw nothing but an endless corridor vanishing into inky blackness. It was basically a mirror image of the trek we'd been making these past few minutes.
嘘でしょ。そんなろうそくの明かりも見えなくなるくらい遠くへは歩いてないよね。
Uh-oh.
落ち着け美月。きっとろうそくの火が消えただけだ。
Mitsuki! Calm down! Don't worry!
どうせ一本道だ。戻るしかない。
Yep, good idea.
なんでそんなに冷静なの森重君。
Mitsuki, stop it. You're not making the situation any better.
騒いでも解決しないよ。とにかく戻ってみよう。
Morishige sure put her in a place. Freaking out about it isn't gonna help.
森重君の言う通りだぞ。
Fukuro and Morishige are like very similar in that way. And we forever wandered these hallways. Or did we? Yeah, wow. Wow, that's really trippy. Did we darken a whole bunch for doing that? Yeah, I think we darkened like a whole lot for doing that. Oh, I better save in a different slot. That was really scary. I thought I was gonna get a bad ending there. Okay, let's not do that again. Okay, so this hallway has opened up in on the second floor, so we can now go to the third floor where the bathrooms are. So let's go and take a look. It's bound to be something up here. Well, let's go to the little girl's room then. Oh, well, someone was in the middle of throwing up. Let's check the corpse first. It's a half-decomposed body. Based on uniform and height, it seems to be that of a senior high school girl. Her head was thrust into the Japanese-style floor toilet where she more than likely drowned. There's a student ID name taken on her chest, Rubens Academy Senior High School, Shino Noguchi. Okay, why did you scream? What is it? Okay, a class logbook. Oh yeah, this was the logbook that was missing out of that one classroom. I gotta go down to there. I forget which room it was though. Are you impressed or scared? Good job, Fukuroi. Although that kind of... I don't know, that sense of justice of yours where I gotta do it to get the job done, and I can understand other people who are doing the same, is gonna get in the way of rational thinking at some point, Fukuroi. Having been lodged under a decaying corpse, the logbook has seen better days. Its pages are warped and stained with blood and other fluids. Class designation 3A is still... Okay, 3A. However, thank you for telling me that game, I forgot. However, there are sections that seem to have escaped the leaking intact. Pool opening. Sure. 7-1. Pool opening. The pool was finally open today. Everybody put on their bathing suits and went for a swim after some stretches and such. The water was so cold and everybody was really having a great time together. Until somebody slipped and fell and hurt himself really badly anyway. Cracked his skull and suffered brain damage. Seems he can't talk like he could before and can't even feed himself anymore. That sucks. Interesting disaster drills. There are missing letters and numbers all over this page. Many of them seem to have been intentionally erased. 8-2. It's summer, but I have school today. At least something. Many students forgot their disaster hoods. The teachers got really mad at them. After an announcement, we had to go under our desks, I imagine, and we had to move around outside wearing our disaster hoods, I guess to see how they felt. It's so hot, though. Did the principal really have to make such a long speech? 3 minutes. Have some people even fainted. 30 minutes, probably. Then we heard the second announcement and went back to the class. And we ate our emergency rations. There were some amount of students unaccounted for, so we split up and searched for them. Today was a memorial service for the 3 children who were murdered. We all sang for Kano, Yoshizawa, and Tsuji. There were lots of mean comments from parents while the principal was speaking. They told him to go to hell and take responsibility and stuff like that. But if we told our principal to go to hell, our parents would scold us. It may be best to take the logbook with us. Of course, it's going to be used for some kind of password or something. Some thingamajigs. So yeah, sure, why not? Let's go back to 3A. Okay, we have arrived at 3A. Now something here told us to put the logbook back. There's a piece of paper hastily taped onto the glass door. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? I got it! Where do you want it? I got the logbook, okay? Who was it? I have the logbook. As you approach the teacher's podium, strange lettering becomes visible on the surface. Bring back the class logbook you took from the reference room right this instant. There's no telling what's going to happen next. I gotta go to the reference room. Reference room, yeah. Yeah. What? The reference room door. What? What? Okay, well, let's inspect this corpse. It's a comparatively fresh corpse. Based on uniform and height, it seems to be that of a junior high school girl. Her limbs are contorted as if she died clinging to the ground like a frightened insect. On further inspection, this seems to be indicative of her injuries, as it looks like someone was repeatedly bashing her feet and hands into the floor.
手足を粉々にされたんだな。
How very cruel indeed. Well, it definitely wasn't nice.
結婚がこう続いているから、ここでまず倒されて足をやられたのか。そして這って逃げようとしたところをもう片方の足か。痛みで抵抗できなくなったところで両腕を叩き折ったわけか。
Morishige, you know the mind of a sick person all too
死
well.
因は失血性ショックか。気の毒に相当な激痛だったろうから失禁しているのも無理
I
だ。
can't believe you'd think that. You know what? I wonder if this corpse of a high school girl similar to my age, I wonder if she shit herself. I wonder, maybe she shit herself. Yeah, that could be it. Hey, Mitsuki, do you think this corpse, do you think she shit herself before she died? What are you talking about, Ichig? You're crazy. Looking closely at the girl's face, something seemed off. It didn't take long to realize what it was. She had no tongue. Yoshikazu found her.
猟奇殺人犯、いわゆるサイコキラーは殺人の後に記念品を持ち
You know what it symbolizes? It's because the killer is trying to take tongues out of all the bodies because many students, while the killer was still alive, kept on going to Yoshikazu like this. Yoshikazu. So he's like, I'm gonna take all your tongues. You can't do that to me. And I know all of you are like gonna type a comment right now like, that's not the real reason they take out the tongues because that's what happened with the original murder. Yeah, I know, I got it.
こんなことをする変質者がうろついているのか。ますます眉が心配だ。
Where in the fudge do we go? I need a key to get into the reference room. Okay, so basically there's a combination. I thought this was locked, but it says, oh, there's a combination you gotta put into this door. My god. Okay, I have disengaged the lock. You gotta put together the numbers from, like, the notebook and stuff, which I totally didn't write them down, whatever, when I was inspecting it, and I couldn't really figure out how to open up the book again, even though maybe I could have done in my inventory or something. So I just found the password online. Because I didn't copy down the numbers when we were reading the book, and I don't know how to read the book again, so that's what happened. It's totally what happened. So now we can go to the reference room. Congratulations us. Yay. God, I wandered around the school for like 20 minutes looking what to do, and then I just gave up. Well, I found the code thing and gave up. I don't know. I don't even want to describe it. Let's just continue on and press forward. Back in the reference room we are. The shelf is full of science books, illustrated encyclopedias, biographies of important people. Yes, we've been here before. Book ending one particular gap on the shelf is a ceramic ornament depicting some kind of demon eating the left arm of a naked headless figure. And it is. Man, we are darkening. We shouldn't be reading that material. We're darkening really quickly. It's well made. It's well made.
我が子を食らうサトゥルヌスが題材だと思う。本物は彫刻ではなくて絵だけど。
Of course, I'm Morishige, guys. I'm into a lot of stuff like that. Anything that has creepy factor. Okay, he's smart. I know. I'm just joshing.
いや、演劇部。
They're like, but I wouldn't imagine it because you look like a nerd. And he's like, no, I've been told that all my life. Why?
何がどうすごいんだよ。バスケ部でも吹奏楽部でもすごいって言うんじゃないのか。
Well, whatever. Being in the basketball club is impressive too, and the woodwind, especially the woodwind band. Woodwinds are hard. Okay. And stop it, you're darkening, Morishige. The room fell into an awkward silence after that. I became acutely aware of my own poor disposition. Though I suppose I'd never been very good at social interaction in the first place, I don't believe in wasting smiles on trivial things, and I never quite learned how to lie, even to save face or keep from hurting someone's feelings. He is just very impersonal. And Morishige's like, stop being condescending. I'm a human being.
そういうのは Mayu.
The lead actor. Yeah! I'm just
森重君
hair flip.
高いしイケメンだから
The lead actor.
いや、別に。大切なのは外見よりも演技だし。
Yeah, that's right. That's Morishige's problem. Okay, because he doesn't have self-confidence because he doesn't believe he looks the part, and he's like, everyone else gets good parts because they look the part, but I'm really good. I practice really hard.
将来の進路はやはり演劇学校とか？
できれば留学して本格的に役者の勉強をしたいって思っている。そのために貯金もしているし、語学も。
Well, Morishige is a man on a mission. That's impressive. More impressive than I was in high school. When I was in high school, it's like, what am I gonna do with my life? I don't care. I just want to play video games. And now I'm making video games on YouTube. But this isn't even my job. So.
なのに今から将来を具体的に考えてるんだな。
評価してくれるのはありがたいが、こいつら本当に俺の話になんか興味が
They're nice people. These two people are nice. They are Morishige. There's other nice people other than Mayu in the world, okay?
一喜一憂できるなんて理解できないな。それとも
Right! There you go, okay? And you're in this situation together, you may as well get to know each other a little bit, okay?
そろそろ行かないか。ここにはその置物以外目立つものはなさそうだし。
Are you sure? We kept on hearing from people, put the book back in the reference room. We kept on hearing that.
待って学級日誌を
Yeah, good. See, Mitsuki, you're smart. True, we really didn't need the logbook anymore. The Goya sculpture, on the other hand, was practically calling my name. I reached for it, picked it up, and handed it to Mitsuki. Since she had the biggest bag out of any of us, she looked puzzled and took it anyway. I see, we're gonna use that, aren't we? Because we used that... Didn't we use that in the original game? We used some sort of sculpture-looking thing that resembles that. But now what do we do? Where are we gonna put that? Well, let's go try to meet up with Taguchi. Maybe Taguchi is back after that little run-in. I think that would be nice. Yeah, definitely. Let's go meet up with Taguchi. Nope, we still can't go down here. Blah, 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 blah. What?
やっぱ落としちゃった
What did you drop?
ちょっと欠けちゃったよ
廃校とはいえここの備品だぞ。まずいに決まってるじゃないか。
袋井のクソ真面目はこんな状況でも健在だね
Fukuroi, seriously, you're in this place with a bunch of random stuff. It doesn't really matter if she dropped it or not.
ちょっと見せてくれない
As a matter of fact, she may have uncovered a complete big secret. And you know what? This game, whoever designed the way you walk around and do shit, it's weird because it's like, I tried going through that hallway a long time ago, as you saw in the video, and all of a sudden, like, it's like, oh, well, now I gotta try walking down that hallway, and then I gotta turn back, and all of a sudden she's gonna drop it. I mean, that doesn't make any logical sense. Why would I think to do that if I've already been that way, and it still doesn't, this chapter.
破損した部分から
Usually with this game, I kind of know what to do, like a little bit, and I don't really worry, but I've wandered around a lot during this recording.
あ、本当だ。なんだろう
What is it? Is it?
像の中の骨組みじゃないか。
Isn't it just the wireframe sculpture? Or it's probably gonna be a key. It's a secret key to somewhere, isn't it?
だけど何か別のものかも
It's gonna be a secret key! As they say, sometimes the simple solution really is the best, and if we want to see what's inside this thing, there is one surefire method. BAM! Fukudoi's like, oh my god, you broke it, you should have done that, just follow the rules. The Goya sculpture hit the ground with all the force I could muster and shattered in countless pieces. And there among the wreckage was a key made of copper. It looked old, but since it had been sealed away from the elements all this time, there wasn't a single trace of rust or corrosion on
文
it.
字が彫ってある。天神小学校
Yes, clearly this was an important item to have been found now, aware that Mitsuki's bag was not the safest place to store things, however, I pocketed it myself. Alright, so we got a key! And it's either to this room or this room, so let's just go try 4A first, because it's the closest. Well, it could be another room upstairs. Are there any locked rooms upstairs? I don't think there are any locked room upstairs. And this one said it was locked. It didn't actually say it was just a part of the... It was like a solid fixture. So let's give it a shot. It's locked up tight.
さっきの
Yes.
鍵が使えるかもしれない
I think it can be. Let's use it. Ba-ding! Finally, things are going my way. With a click, the door unlocked. Finally. Finally, things are going my way. Oh, yes, I remember this device. It's some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. Strange looking device, vaguely similar to the movie projector. Yes, lever won't budge, you may be arrested at this point. What? Come on, put a little oomph into it.
アルコールランプだ
An alcohol lamp.
まだ芯もメタノールも残ってるから使えそうだな。
Okay. Oh, maybe we can light this when we go down the hallway? Bloody handprints. I hadn't noticed them at first, but Mitsuki was correct. There were small bloody handprints on the alcohol lamp. Small enough that they most likely were made by a child or
なん
children.
だか気持ち悪いよこのランプ。
だけど明かりは多い方がいい
Yes, I agree. This wasn't something we could leave behind. It was a real stroke of luck that we stumbled upon something so inherently useful. Good. I guess we gotta light it, though. So I guess we gotta go to where there's a candle, which means we gotta probably go upstairs. Okay, let's light this bitch. I hope we can. I hope I've done the right thing. Yes, it is one of the... What? I thought I was so smart. You could light the little, like, thing here. The thingamajigger. Well, we do have... we have candles and matches. Never mind. Okay, I have a feeling... Yes, if we have a light, we're not going to get lost.
アルコールランプに火をつけてみようか
Alcohol Olympi. Yes, let's do it. Light the lamp and we're good.
確かにろうそくよりアルコールランプの方が明るいし長持ちするだろうな。
We're all good. We could go in here before, though. There wasn't anything here. I hope there's something here. Well, there's obviously going to be
さ
something.
っき音楽室で拾ったんだ。
Yeah, good. You got the matches. Yeah, I know. I realize that. You don't got to rub it in my face, Mitsuki. As the wick flared up, the whole hallway was bathed in a warm blue glow, and somehow the darkness just seemed to shrink away from it, powerless against its unexpectedly capable opponent. Congratulations! Let's go into the locker room. Is there anything special in the locker room? Just the hanged girl there. And I don't think, yes, everything's the same here. There's nothing new. But there's got to be something in the pool. There's going to be something interesting here. Let's go for a swim.
浦部
Oh, there's Emmy. She was the one that got killed in our, in the bad ending, the wrong ending we got. Collapsed on the ground was someone both of my companions clearly knew. She wore the same uniform as Yamamoto. Both Fukudoi and Yamamoto immediately ran to her side and began attempting to rouse and console her.
浦部大丈夫かどこか怪我は
他のみんなはトウコやキザミ君たちは
We still haven't met Toko. And you know what? Remember, Toko was the one in Chapter 4 in the original game that stabbed Satoshi with scissors. I got reminded about that. I know who she was, I just forgot her name, but that's one of the ones that we're looking for. Hey, don't worry. Mitsuki's grabbing your tit. It's all gonna be all good. Frightened out of her mind, the now conscious schoolgirl slapped away Yamamoto's outstretched hand and shot to her feet.
美月どうしたんだ浦部
落ち着いてエミ私だよ美月ほらフクロイもダメ触らないで早く逃げないとあいつが
Who'll catch you? She darted her head around, wildly surveying her surroundings quickly and frantically like a wide-eyed fawn who sensed a predator closing in. What on earth could have happened to her? I wonder, maybe she saw Kizami do something? It was as if her own paranoia had completely drowned out the sounds of her friends and classmates to such an extent that she didn't even notice them. Or it was Yoshikazu. She was also perceptibly shaking a lot more than she would run from the cold rain alone, and her teeth were chattering. Something had truly spooked her. Who is he, Emmy? Please spit it out. Pa 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 pa.
エミ待ってダメだよ一人で行動しちゃ
Come on, you had your hand on her. You guys gotta like.
追いかけ
She was
ろ
obviously disturbed. Okay, guys should have done a better job.
一体彼女は何を見たんだろう徘徊する殺人鬼とでも
Yeah, Morishige is definitely interested. They say she came into contact with death itself. What happened to you?
俺も追うべきなんだろうがそこまでする義理もないか
This isn't your fight. Yeah, you're right.
あの二人は一緒に眉を探してくれたから向こうもゴタゴタしているみたいだし巻き込まれん
Yeah, because they might just start killing each other because they'll go all
俺は
crazy.
俺で眉を探そうもともと一人の方が性に合ってるんだし
Oh, you're gonna miss them, Morishige. Don't lie. They showed interest in your acting. Okay. Okay, so are we just like all alone again?
マユの声だ。今度は間違いない。マユ、どこだマユ、返事をしてくれ。マユ。
That was Mayu's voice, and I'm pretty sure, you know, it probably was. Why would she be singing like a Morishige? But then again, he's probably thinking she just went crazy.
マユ。
見て、渡り廊下がある。行ってみよう。向こうにナーナいるかもしれないし。
Oh, yeah, these people.
私は武蔵川女子中学校1年6組天戸谷なり。
Okay.
ナーナというのは私の幼馴染のあだ名。小笠原奈々。さっきまで一緒にいたんだけど、廊下を歩いているうちにはぐれてしまった。
Yeah.
同行者が一人いるんだけど、この子がまた実に頼りない。
I forget, was Nadi the one that was really strong? Like, she was the one that's like, hey, you shouldn't be like that? Or was she like the weak? She seems like she was the strong one. Yeah, Chihaya was the one that was weaker. Nadi is the one that's like, ah, Chihaya, you're so weak. Because Chihaya was freaking out.
これでもう何度目の泣き言だろう。
Yeah. Nadi, you're tough. This was Chihaya Yamase, a fellow member of the drama club, never satisfied but never willing to do anything about it, drama fitter to a T. If Nana were with us, I'm pretty sure she'd give it in to Chihaya's whining and insist we take a break. But I'm not Nana and I won't be guilted so easily. That's what happens in extra chapter 1.
私先行くから。やだ。だって疲れて歩けないんでしょ。歩けるもん。
Chihaya, stop whining. I agree. It really was just like leading a child around. She was as spoiled as can be. I truly felt it wasn't possible for any human being to be more spoiled than Chihaya. But it's not like I could really leave her behind, you know? She'd be dead in no time flat, as helpless as she was. Ooh, we're in the passageway. Oh, Chihaya, you're so cute.
危ないじゃん。床濡れてるんだから急に飛びつかないでよ。だってあのね、雷なんてここでも外の世界でも珍しくないでしょ。あんた家でも学校でも雷鳴るたびに誰かに抱きついて
You
るわ
know,
け。
this chapter sure is jumping around a whole lot. Like, why are we seeing it from the perspective of these people now?
ナーナちゃんがいるときはだいたいナーナちゃんに。
That's weird. We already have, like, the perspective of Morishige and Mitsuki. Why do we need these people?
私はナーナの代用品か。ナリちゃん怒ってる？別に。とにかく行くよ。ナーナ探さなきゃ。あんたも代用品じゃん。
Are you jealous,
早く本物に抱き
Nadi?
つきたいです。でしないのかよ。こっちの校舎は向こうよりさらにボロいな。なんだか。
Yeah, that's because you're in the second wing. The second wing is creepy. I like the second wing.
確かに。
I've wandered around the first wing way too many times.
長居したくない感じだよね。
I agree. Let's get out of here.
ところに探すしかないじゃん。
Nana's done.
ナーナだって私ら
Dead.
も探してるはずだし、すぐ会えるよ。すぐってどれくらい？また始まった。もうそのパターン。
Shut up, Chihaya.
泣かない。私だって怖いんだから。
I told myself that I was going to find Nana in the second building. Come hell or high water, failure was not an option. And now we're playing as different characters. Holy shit, I'm going to end the episode here. I don't know how I feel about this. I liked the perspectives we were playing as. I wanted to see what happens to them. But now we got to play through as these people. But Nana's already dead, so we already know Nana's dead. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This recording is a lot longer than the actual episode that you're seeing because I ended up wandering around a bunch. I was really liking all the story bits. The gameplay bits in this chapter really suck, though. That's all I gotta say. I just don't like the wandering around and not knowing where to go and the game not giving you enough direction. I mean, it gives you, like, the tiniest bit of direction, but some of these events are very happenstance, like achieving the key, trying to go down the hallway, and then coming back like, what the heck? What the heck is up with that? Well, I really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to try my best to finish off the chapter, but I hear this chapter is really long, so I'm not too sure how much is left, but I'll do my best. So, I'll see you guys then. As always, guys, peace.